media, and it made me vow to become a better person, to try and share a smile and just be kind to whomever I come across, because you never know. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Is it recording? Oh yes, it is. Guys, don't fall for that prank. Why? Because I clearly knew it was recording. So then, Philldella, why did you do it? To show you guys some of the goofy things content creators do behind their camera. How are you guys? It's been forever, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's not up to a month, but then I feel like it's been forever. So the question is, Philldella, if where have you been, honey? I've been right here on earth in Nigeria, on my grind, on my hustle, trying to live in my purpose while I can. But before I tell you guys everything that has been going on, let's talk about my hair first. Yo, tell me about this hair. Do you like it? Y'all better tell me you like this hair, because I'm not about to go cancel a couple of scenes in the movie I'm currently filming, alright? And if you're new here and wondering why I have to ask them about my hair, well, it is because I love to know which hair I slay in the most based on their suggestions. And the truth is, guys, I've never really been a gold hair kind of person. For the most part, I'd rather do the normal color 1 or color 2, or if I have to do anything colorful, I just do red. But as far as gold is concerned, nah, it's never really been my thing. But lately, I've been picking a lot of interest in gold just because I've been getting lots and lots of roles that warrants me having to be a golden or goldish kind of girl. I'm hoping that English is correct. Yeah, well, even if it isn't, it's allowed on this channel. Yeah, so I've been getting a lot of roles that warrants me to wear a gold hair, and I'm hoping for the life in me that I do slay it well when I have to wear it. Now that we have that out of the way, let's quickly get into today's topic, which is, Philldella, Eve, why haven't you been consistent, bird? I want to start by giving a shout out to those of you that reached out to me to ensure I'm fine. I really appreciate you guys for reaching out to make sure I'm okay. I got lots of messages from people, some of which they DM me on the gram, some of them sent me emails, some of them messaged me on Facebook, and for those that have my number, they did call me directly, and it feels really good to know that more people care about you than you can actually imagine. That is a good feeling. Thank you guys so much. I love you, really, I do, and you can take that to the bank, honey. I feel like I'm so extra in this video. Yo, just excuse this energy because I just came out of a shock that wasn't funny. Yeah. Now, Philldella, where have you been, guys? I've been here, and what has been keeping me away has been work, guys. Work has been choking me, and I'm by no means saying that in a negative or complain or nagging way. Now, I'm saying it from the most positive places in my heart, because I'm grateful for the roles I've been getting while I can. A lot of times these days when I'm like, you know what, as soon as I'm done with this role, now I'm going to take a moment to rest. I will just rest no matter what. But when I'm done with that role, here comes another incredible role, even while I'm still filming the previous. And I'm like, voila, nah, this is not the kind of role I want to miss out on, especially from such and such a production company. So I'm like, you know what, nah, I'm going to do this as well. So I kept on taking projects upon projects upon projects. So then it became so hard to multitask that with creating content, and I'm like, you know what, anytime I have a moment, I'm going to try and create content. But working as hard as I'm doing is not an excuse for me to not be consistent on this channel. I promise I'm going to try my best to be uploading videos twice or at least once a week, okay? Yeah. And what really happened of recent that really put me on my toes and gave me that wake-up call, like, girl, just sit the hell up, and that is the passing of Chadwick Boseman. I mean, I know a lot of people are trying to move past that. People are trying to, you know, get over the hurts of losing him. If you're like me, who used to be so much into him, I know I'm not trying to open old wounds, all right? But the thing is, I have to talk about what really put me on my toes again to get back to work in the manner in which I did. And the thing is, first things first. Why do I feel like I keep saying first things first? Have I said that before? Okay, if I have cancel that one and take this one now. First things first, yeah. Chadwick Boseman is someone that I loved so much. Like, I was very much in love with his personality and everything about him, you guys. And for me, it wasn't really about the fact that he was the Black Panther superhero, Black Panther star, as much as the fact that it was the kind of personality that he had. For the most part, because I was into him, I would always read up on him or check what he's up to. And for the most part, when you read up on him, you will realize that maybe there is a random teacher somewhere that is so basic, and but she longs to meet him, and she doesn't have the required connection or whatever capacity you need to have direct access to him. But then maybe her students sent out 1 or 2 emails to Chadwick Boseman, and voila, he would just show up to that school and surprise the teacher. Or just maybe it's an unwell kid somewhere that wishes to meet Chadwick Boseman, a really basic kid that he's not there because the kid is rich or because of anything. He's just there. It's just a normal kid that is unwell and wants to see Chadwick Boseman, and voila, he would show up. Like, a lot of people would be so happy, some of which would cry, some of which, and I'm like, oh my god, how can someone be so spectacular, so incredible, such a legend, and yet so humble, so warm, so relatable? Like, it was that thing about him that really made me look up to him and love him so much, and constantly told myself that when I become a superstar, because in Jesus' name I will, yeah, when I become that, I will try to be this kind of person that brings about hope to even the most basic person, that you can achieve this. If you want this person, you can meet them. If you have this dream, you can beat it. If you have this goal, you can achieve it. If you have this dream, you can actualize it. You get, like, the kind of hope he gave to people was such that I couldn't help but relate to him and connect to him and look up to him. Now, I woke up one morning and went on the gram and I saw his picture all over the place. I'm thinking, voila, it's his birthday. Yeah, well, I'm going to make a post about him as well. But then, for some reason, I don't know, I kept scrolling. Made me vow to become a better person, to try and share a smile and just be kind to whomever I come across, because you never know what people are really dealing with, some of which they can talk about, some of which they can't talk about for whatever reason. The standard is for us to be nice regardless. Do you get? So I think of all these things, and it's dripping, guys, so ignore the noise. So I think of all these things and they just knock me in a different kind of way, and I'm thinking, if he was that sick and doing all of this inspiring stuff, what excuse do I have not to give him my best into the chances I have? So it just made me to take more seriously on work. And the fact that, guys, have you ever wished you could command a deadly disease to leave the body of someone and just hug them and just protect them and they are fine? The fact, that was how I felt, that I could just command this disease to leave his body and just hug him tight and just protect him, and then he is fine. And the fact I couldn't, I think that was another shocker for me. Or the fact that I didn't know he can just pass away just like that. I don't know, but it was just a whole, it just got to me on a whole different level. And if you're one of those people who is watching and thinking, how can you even feel the death of someone you do not know up close? It is what it is, guys. Like, I know some people can't relate to the fact that you can be grief-stalked on the passing of someone you don't know up close or know on a personal level. It's okay, it's fine if you can't relate, but I'm telling you that there is those of us that can literally be so affected by something happening to another human being that you don't even know on a personal level. Not to mention when it's someone that you look up to as a role model, you love them, you root for them, you're down for them, you support what they are doing, it inspires you to become better. And then you wake up one morning and the person is gone. It's like, wait a freaking minute, what about this life is really real? Like, like, I don't know, it just messed me up like that. And I vowed to become better. I vowed to not troll back at people when they troll at me or troll at any of my loved ones, to try my hardest to never be any of the things that I dislike, like judgmental, rude, insensitive, and all of that. Then The fact that he was doing all these films, battling with this cancer, it just made me feel like, Philldella, Eve, you need to give in your best into the chances you're getting. Because before now, oh my god, I'm really sweating. Anyway, because before now, guys, I've always been this kind of girl that, in as much as I like to film on a regular, I know when to rest. Okay, I know when I am at my wit ends, and I just want to fall back, like, you know what, after this production I'm going to take some steps back and really rest for like 3 days or 1 week, you know. But when I remember the fact that he was doing all of that, going through all this chemo, in and out of the hospital, and still filming, I realized that maybe the lesson he was trying to leave behind is that if you're alive and healthy, take advantage of your chances. If you're alive and healthy, live in your purpose. If you're alive and healthy, do not take it for granted. If you're alive and healthy, go after what you want. If you're alive and healthy, make sure you're doing something that would inspire people. Make sure you leave a legacy when you're no longer there, when you're no longer alive. Do you get? So I feel like he was trying to get us to know that there is so much you can actualize by just being alive, not to mention when you're alive and healthy. So ever since then, I've just gotten into work on a whole different level. And guys, I have not worked as much as I've done of recent. Like literally, I've always been a workaholic, but lately it was high key. Like I've been working back to back. Even as I speak to you right now, I'm filming, yeah, but I happen to have a day off today. Not really like a complete day off, because I'm resuming filming from like 5 o'clock in the evening to round up around 10, because most of my scenes today happen to be night scenes. So I decided to just quickly make this explanatory video before I leave for work. And I just really want to use this time I have while I'm healthy, while I can, to give my best into the thing I love doing, which is acting, to make sure that if I'm not here someday, if I'm not here tomorrow, some kid can envision Philldella Eve and, you know, decide not to slack and just work harder than they are doing and inspire many other people. Do you understand? Oh my god, I hope I've really explained why I've been away. It's really been about work, and I was dealing with the shock of this dude passing. And if you can't relate to why I would deal with the shock of someone that I don't know up close, well, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And before I go, I want to plead with you, please, those of you that have a dream and target, just the mere fact you're alive is a gift. Let's take this lesson from Chadwick Boseman and giving our best into what we want to do while we can. Okay, thank you for watching. I love you. Mwah. Bye.